Hello, friends. I have launched Geniality, an application to assess your LinkedIn profile and improve it. I have launched this last Sunday, and there have been several friends who have come back to me and given me feedback that they may not have been able to experience the application in entirety. And there are several people who have come back to me saying that they are represented with a static page as soon as they log in. So now I demonstrate the application and address certain aspects that will help you to appreciate the software. And please use this demonstration to check whether you've been able to, experience the software in its entirety. And in case you have any doubts, please feel free to get back to me. I'll be most happy to help you. I go ahead. So this is what the first screen is, once you type failsafehiring.com/geniality, this is the first screen that comes in. And this is fundamentally, a few people have said there's a static page and they really don't know how to do. The solution is simple. All you have to do is to reduce the zoom, and then the sign in with LinkedIn pops up. Once you sign in with LinkedIn, this is the screen that pops up. And then you go ahead, once you click that, these are the features of the, this is your LinkedIn profile valuation. If let me take you through that. First, there is a professional photograph. Then there's a custom background. Then the professional elements of headline. Then there are contact details, location and industry, profile summary, and then experience, and then education, license and certification, skills and endorsement, recommendations, and so on and so forth. All these things are resonant with the features in LinkedIn. So the first thing and the most important thing is the photograph. So you can actually evaluate check whether your photograph is good or not through two different ways. Fundamentally through, you can check how good your photograph is by going through this article where we have given various parameters on which, you can actually go ahead and check whether your photograph is good or not and give yourself a rating. The second thing is that you can go through the third-party software, and then you can analyze your photograph. And just a minute. Hold on. So this is, it does the analysis of the photograph and gives you a certain score, and it gives you the resolution of your face, composition, how it is edited, and so on and so forth. So you come back here, and then I have put in the score as 73 as suggested by the third-party software, and then there is a question which says, do you have a relevant custom background? And the most important criteria is that it must enhance the appeal of your personal brand. So if it doesn't enhance the appeal of your personal brand, then the answer is no. We've all given default clicks, and the idea is, clicks means the default yeses. The idea is basically to minimize the key clicks. But please, in the sense that please don't assume that the answer is yes. We've seen several respondents who've got a very high score of 90 or 92, and they have assumed that their score is high because they have thought that the default yeses are true for themselves, right? So it's very important that you check out on each of these things. So the next section is a professional element of headline, and we have given 3 parameters in which you can make a judgment about your professional headline, 4 parameters, and you might want to assess, and there's a weightage given for each of these parameters, and then there is a contact details are there. So if you don't fill in your mobile number, if you don't fill your blog site, if you don't drive traffic to your website, then the chances of your being found are very less. I'm just giving, for the heck of or demonstrating the software, I'm actually giving no for certain places. So location industry is very important. You need to fill in the right location and industry. Only then will you be found in the relevant search results. Summary again is qualified in 4 different ways. You have to make sure that you showcase your competencies and accomplishments. There's a certain weightage for that. Your style of language has to be engaging and be able to attract collaborators on all fronts. And then you need to be able to use the right kind of keywords in your profile to be able to drive traffic to your profile. And then you can maximize the platform, maximize the provisions made by the platform by using all the 2000 characters to write the summary, and make sure that all this have got the relevant keywords so that you are found on the top of the search results. And so it's always a good idea to embed your summary with plenty of relevant keywords, right? And then there is an experience section. So here the criteria is very clear. You must have the right company logo. You must have the start and end dates. This is very important. And then your experience section has with relevant descriptions pertaining to each of your experiences, and relevant descriptions must contain the number of keywords to reflect the needs for which you want to get found. So let me just go ahead and just say no there, and then come back to education licenses, and skills and endorsement. Skills and endorsement is again a great way for you to capture your keywords. And what we have done is that it is not only is important to capture the right kind of keywords, but it must be endorsed by connections that are experts in those particular skills. Only then it authenticates your experience. And then wherever skills tests are applicable, you have to take up the skills test, right? So these are very important things that you have to take. And then recommendations is very important. Ideally, you must give recommendations. You must have received recommendations, and these must be authentic, right? And languages, projects, for again, projects we have given yes, no, and not applicable. For recruiters and people, marketing guys, and for or possibly sales guys, where they're more involved in operations, then maybe projects are not available. Maybe marketing is a wrong example, but the people who are in operations, projects are not applicable. So we give a not applicable option as well. It's very important. Look at the criteria for groups. You have to be successful. Do you run groups with significant number and conversations? We've qualified that with 25,000 members. And are you present in relevant groups and participate? Participating in active conversations is a key to improving your visibility. Yes, only in case you're actively participating in compensations. You need to follow your companies and influencers, and once you're able to submit, once you're done, then you come up with this page, and this is the this is the page that comes in, which gives you clearly there is an assumed weightage. What is your score against assumed weightage for that particular thing? And here is the total thing. So there are red, green, and yellow. Remember that your total score and fail-safe score, profile score, need not be one and the same. We normalize the total score. For example, if your score is 85 and you do not have a photograph, then that score is divided by 5. And therefore, your fail-safe score is only 15. So there are several normalizations that we do. Check out on our assumptions. And then here is the steps to improve your profile. Basically, here there is a complete LinkedIn analysis is available. Constructing your LinkedIn profile. You can see, you can construct your LinkedIn profile. You can understand the capability of LinkedIn. You can understand what are the professional, what contributes to a good professional element of the headline. You can check out how you can improve the quality of your photograph. And then there are 18 sample summaries, right? So the thing is this, we've tried to, you can actually construct a good LinkedIn profile. And this is the first step towards making yourself visible on the social media platform. We all get dressed for the occasion, don't we? So use Geniality to get dressed for the social media, for your social media online presence. And do feel free to write back to me at raghu@failsafehiring.com. I would be most happy to help you. Wishing you all a happy new year. Thank you very much.